Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and an intriguing puzzle today. First puzzle by a French person called Seralgi, and I'm looking forward to giving it a go. It's a unique take on the counting circles idea, and that reminds me of, there's so much going on the channel at the moment. So today on the channel, Simon released the collaboration video with Mark Skosich, who solved a puzzle with him. And these collaboration videos are always great fun. How they occur is that Mark was the chosen winner from the previous month's Sudoku Hunt monthly reward on Patreon, which was Alien Invasion. Now, you could get involved in this. This month's reward is Detective Pets by Sandra and Nala and Panthera, and is available on Patreon as a competition till the 20th. One person will be selected to potentially take part in a collaboration video with Simon. And Mark got it last month, and you can watch the fruits of that. It is great fun. This month's hunt is great fun as well. Detective Pets, that's Nala the dog and Emmett the cat trying to solve a mystery in and around their house. You can help them and solve Sudokus involving number sums, Japanese sums, fog of war, Masu along the way, and eventually a logic problem. It's great. It's great entertainment, and you'll have a good time doing it. So we're always trying to bring you value on Patreon. The other stuff on the channel includes gridogram and connections videos and cryptic crossword videos. New one coming out tomorrow of those, a listener crossword that I had a go at. Just loads of content there on Patreon. Please do check it all out. And there's our apps as well. They do feature Killer Sudoku and various other types, including Classic Sudoku 2. And they've got the Worms as well, including Zetamaths. So really good value there as well. Both Patreon and the Worms are great value. There is also a bit of merch, which you could get, including hats and mugs and T-shirts and the like. I am today wearing the colours of my country because there's both a T20 Women's Cricket World Cup match and a Men's Football World Cup match today. Anyway, but of course I'm wearing a retro rugby shirt because that's all I've got. Anyway, let's have a look at the rules of Seralgi's counting killer cells. Is there anything I've omitted to mention? There is. Tomorrow, we will be going into the Blueprints house and streaming at 10 p.m. our time. Please join us then. I don't know, there's a chance that we might get through all the rooms in the adjunct house, but there is a good chance we won't because every one of them has a Morajai game. We're not great at those. But anyway, we'll be frustrating keen followers of the game who think that I should be keeping a full consultable encyclopedia of all the information we've found in the game. Anyway, that's for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. But let's have a look at Counting Killer Cells by Seralgi. And the rules are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 in every row, column, and 3 by 3 box. Oh, there's a knight's restriction. Digits in cells separated by a knight's move must be different. Here is Knighty McKnightface to sit here and remind me of that when necessary. So those two cells can't contain the same digit because that's a knight's move. So is that. Killer cages. Digits in a cage may not repeat and must sum to the indicated total if given. A cage with a letter as its total, like X, Y, or Z, sums to the same number as other cages with that same letter. A digit in a killer cage indicates the number of times said digit must occur in a killer cage. 45 cells are occupied by killer cages. It's nice of Seralgi to count that for us. 45 cells occupied by killer cages. Give it a try on the first link under the video. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So 45 cells are occupied by killer cages, and that means 45 digits are subject to this restriction that they indicate the number of times they appear in the cages. Now, this is a great time to share a secret with you. That's the sum of the digits 1 to 9. You could add them up yourself, or you could let me tell you there are 45. as the sum. And that means that these cages will contain one instance of 1, 2 instances of 2, etc., all the way up to 9 instances of 9. That must be, because that sums to 45 then. So that's very interesting to me. There are some conclusions we can draw from that. And maybe from the fact that there's a 45 cage that contains all the digits 1 to 9, because there's no repeats in a cage and it's the sum of 45. So the only 1 in a cage in the puzzle will be in this green cage. Now, there's a better conclusion, that is that all the 9s in the puzzle will be in cages, because all the 9s are effectively circled digits. So let's start with that. One of these 2 digits in box 9 must be a 9 to get it in the cage. Now, that's quite interesting, because using the knight's move restriction, I know that neither of these cells contains a 9, because that one would rule out that vertically and that one on the knight's move, and similarly for this one, looking at both of them. The 28 cage must have a 9 in. 8765 would only add up to 26. So it's got a 9, and that 9 is in one of these 2 cells. I don't really want to pencil mark that across boxes, but it is a truth. There's a 9 in a cage in box 7, and it's not in a 9 cage, so it's in one of those cells. Those 9s are looking at those 2, so Y is not a 9. The 9 in this cage is in one of those. There's a 9 in this 22 cage, and all the digits there see that one, so Z is not a 9, and that means Z down here is not a 9, and that means one of these 2 is a 9, and that means one of these, neither of these can be. One of these 2. Can we rule out X from being a 9? No, that's the other X. Let's keep going though. One of these 3 is a 9. We've ruled out Y from being a 9, so it's one of those 2. Can't be in the 9 cage, remember. Now that isn't a 9. The 9 in box 5 is in one of those 2 cells, and they're both looking at that one. So we've found a 9. We've got a digit in the puzzle after 3.14 minutes. After pi minutes, we've got a 9. Now, there's a 9 in this box. There's not a 9 in the Z. There's a 9 either in the 22 or the 45 cage there. I don't know. I don't know quite what's going on here. We know none of those are a 9 because there's a 9 in one of these. Actually, those 2 are looking at those 2 cells, so neither of them can be a 9. So 9 is ruled out of all of those cells. And in fact, I'm going to pencil mark it. Oops, in one of those 4, in box 6. And that's quite interesting as a sort of X-wing. It means that 9 can't be in any of these cells, and in the column, it's in one of these 3. Well, that's the only one in a cage, so we found another 9. Now, this one is looking at quite a few cells in the green cage, including those and those. So one of the other cells in the green cage is a 9. It could be one of those 2, or it could be that. If this was a 9, that would have to be a 9 in the 22 cage. We'd get 9s here and here. Oh, that can't be a 9 because of the position of 9s here. So the 9 in this case, in this box, is now not in any of those cells. It must be in one of those 2. Therefore, this digit's not a 9. Also, those 2 9 positions are looking at this cell. And either this digit or one of these 3, no, one of those 2 is a 9. So I'm going to pencil mark that as well. So we got something done there. It wasn't, oh, that 9 is looking at this one. Oh, well, both of these cells are unavailable because they're not in a cage. Why don't I remember my own rules? I don't know. One of these 2 in the box is a 9. 9 could be in both those X's. I mean, this was quite interesting. The trouble is, moving off 9s takes me to 8s. And that is going to be a lot less helpful from this point of view, that there is a cage that doesn't have, a box that doesn't have its 8 in a cage. And that makes me a little nervous because that means I can't make such bold deductions so quickly. Here's another deduction that I didn't think of before. I said earlier that the 1-1 that's in a cage in the puzzle is in this green. So it's not in the 9 cage, which has 3 different digits, and those digits must therefore be 2, 3, 4. Now, one of the 2 2s that are in cages in the puzzle is in the green cage. The other one is in this pink cage. And that's all the 2s that will go in cages accounted for. So in remaining boxes, 1 and 2, in this box, 1 and 2 have to not be in cages. I wish I could say the same for this box, but remember, this green is going to contain a 1 and a 2 somewhere. Oh, that's irritating. I'm thinking about why. Oh, that 9 is a knight's move away from here. Hang on, let's do some ordinary. Thank you, Nighty McNightface. Now that gives me 9 here. That gives me 9 in box 6. That gives me 9 in an X cage. Now we know that 9 is X. Normally 10 is X in these puzzles. Now we've even found 9 in box 1 and box 2, and that must be all the 9s in the puzzle. There we are. They're done. And they're all in cages, and they're all obeying the rule. Excellent. Now, that has also removed this cell from the green cage. And that means the 1 and the 2 that have to be in this green cage are either in box 2 or box 6. And any other cage that needs, well, unless it's popular, okay. This pink cage is in boxes 4 and 7. But apart from boxes 2, 4, 6 and 7, any 1 and 2 must be outside a cage. It's almost worth noting down something, but it's not. Okay, this 28 cage has got its 9. It's going to have an 8. 9765 would not add up to enough. Would only be 27. So, I don't know. These digits in the 22 cage are either a 5-8 pair or a 6-7 pair. 2, 3 and 4 there are all seeing these digits. So they must be from 5, 6, 7 or 8. Oh, they all see this one on the knight's move as well. That, yeah, so this can't be 2, 3 or 4 either. Y is quite interesting here. We can obviously colour these Y's. Now, where are the other Y's in the puzzle? Oh, yes. Y is not 9. So let's colour Y yellow. Y for yellow. Perfect. This digit has to be Y in this column. It can't be in those boxes. It can't be there by knight's move, and it's not 9. So Y is there. Now, Y is either, well, there has to be a Y in the green cage. And I think the only cell it can be now is here. And that's helping us find, I don't know whether Y has to be in cages or not. Maybe we're going to find out. These Ys are seeing all of those cells, and one is in that cage already. So these can't be Y. If we only had 3 digits as candidates, that would be Y. Down here, don't know, any of those four. Oh, that one sees these two. So we've only got those two left as candidates for the yellow in box 7. If it was here, that would have to be why. One of those two, one of those two. Oh, well then we could count up how many were in cages with this disposition and we'd know what digit it was. Isn't that strange? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why would be... Oh no, hang on, there's one in box 3 as well. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y would be 7 with that disposition. Now the alternative is that Y is here, here, one of those two, there, 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 there. One of those two. Oh, not here by Sudoku. Tricky though. One of those 3, and that adds variability. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7. So Y is 6 or 7 because of how many there are in cages. So that digit is 6 or 7. And in fact, might as well write that into these ones and that one too. Now, in this cage, that means this other digit is 6 or 7. It's the other digit from 6 or 7. Let's make that blue. That digit must go in one of these 3 cells by Sudoku in this box, and then one of these 2 by similarly Sudoku. Now, that digit also doesn't go in these cells or there based on that position and the knight's move. It obviously doesn't go there because that's in the same cage. So that blue digit goes in one of these, and then it can't repeat in its own cage. Oh, this cage doesn't contain yellow. That's interesting. So, we know there's an 8 in this cage, and we know there's not both of 7 and 6. After the 8, we have to get a total of 11 into it. So it's either 9874 or 9865. One of those 7 or 6 digits, the one we're now christening blue, is in this cage somewhere. I don't like pencil marking like that because now I'm going to get confused. But this is interesting because how many cages is blue appearing in? 1, 2, 3 so far. 4 somewhere in that cage. Nowhere else in these 2 boxes does it go in a cage. And yet it is 6 or 7. So it probably has to go in a cage here and oh, there. Oh, that would be very prescriptive if it had to be in this cage. I can't quite tell. I mean, it's a really interesting point, and it's a really interesting puzzle generally. Oh, goodness, but I can't quite tell. Now, this pair adds up to 11. It could be 8, 3. We have one more 3 to put in a cage after the 45 cage and the 9 cage. If not, it would have to have a blue digit in, because it would be either 7, 4 or 5, 6. It's frustrating. I just don't know if that goes in a cage. If this is 8, 3 or not. Can't quite get the count complete on these blue digits. Or indeed on yellow. You see, if that's yellow, it's in one of those 2, isn't it? Oh, this digit is ruling out all of those, and this one is ruling out those. So yellow in this box is in one of those three. Two of them in, one of them out of the cage. Yellow's down here. Yes, it is. Yeah. And up here, yellow is in one of these three corners. Okay, if yellow was in this, no, I don't know, I was going to add it up, but we're not given a total, so that's utterly pointless. That's me being a bit of a twit. Right, 33. I haven't done the maths on 33. Oh, it's big, isn't it? There's got to be an 8 in this cage. And you could have 7 and 6 if you had yet another 3. 8, 7, 6, 3, or 8, 7, 5, 4. So for that, so 7 is always in this, is that right? If it wasn't, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4 is the maximum. That's only 32. 7 is always in this cage. Is that useful? It probably isn't, you know. Oh, that's frustrating. 8 is always in this cage as well. And then it's either a 6, 3 pair or a 5, 4 pair. Well, I should have been thinking about this cage before. Oh, we've got a lot of 8s to put in cages. Here's a box. Yes. These two boxes. Where's 8 in their cages? One of these two is an 8. Only one of them. And now every other box has to have 8 in a cage. Right, and that includes this cell. That is 8, and it's not blue. That's been sitting there available. I'm sorry. Anyway, we got it now. That's not 8. One of these 3 is 8. One of these 2 is 8, but on the Knight's move it's not there. So we've found 8 in green. Now none of those is 8, but 8 must be in a cage in this box, and now 8 is Z, or Z if you prefer. Now 8 is in one of those two cells. This is one of the two boxes in which it doesn't have to be in a cage, it just has to be in one of those two cells. 8 is in one of these 3 cells. And now it's in one of these 3 and one of these. Oh, is it? Yes, it's in a cage down here, so it is in one of those 3. And that's an X-wing and says 8 is in one of these 2 cells. So there are 2 8s in this little 2x2. And one's in a cage and one isn't. I can't go further than that. Now, this pair includes either 7 or 6 and adds up to 11. So it's either 7, 4 or 6, 5. This cell, I was going to say it now sees all of, well, it sees 9, 8 and 7, doesn't it? But that's where 6 would be if it was avoiding the cage up here. Oh, it's so annoying. Oh, blue sees that cell. That's not blue. Yellow. I wanted to find yellow first. Haven't really had success up here. That can't be 8. One of these 2 is 8. Oh, 8 is looking at that one on the Knight's move. So we found 8 there. Now this can't be 8. One of these 2 is 8. Is that useful? No. But if 8 is in the 16 cage, these 2 add up to 8. We can't use a 1 or a 2. They would have to be 3, 5. If 8 wasn't in this 16 cage, we can't put both 7 and 6 in it. So it's either 8, 3, 5 or 7, 5, 4. That's weird, but it's true. So there's a 5 in this cage, and that's not a 5 now. but we still don't know about yellow down here. 8 is looking at that cell. We know 8's in a cage here, so one of these two is 8 now. And one of those two is 8. Oh, goodness. I'm still getting myself in a lather about this. Blue is a 6 or a 7 in one of those cells. Blue is now in one of those, so none of these can be... That can't be blue. None of these can be blue. So blue is in one of these places. That's probably not all that helpful. Does there have to be... No. Ah, now we can't have 8-3 in this 20 cage. So there is a blue in it because we can't have yellow in it. So there must be a 7 or a 6 in it. And now these can't be blue, and this is definitely blue and is 6 or 7. Let's get rid of the green. I don't know. I don't hate there being green in that cage. That cell sees that one. So one of these two is blue. Now blue is in one of these 3. And this is an interesting position. With blue in one of those 3 and blue in one of those 2, one of these must be blue. How do I know that? Because if that one is blue, those two can't be, and that one is. And otherwise, this one is blue. And so one of those two is blue. That one is not. And this is now definitely blue and is 6 or 7. And now this one isn't. And there's a little 2x2 of blue here. And an X-wing here. And these can't have blue. So blue is in one of those two. It can't be there because of this. Now let's count blue. That's 2 boxes where it's not in a cage, and that's a third one. Blue cannot be more than 6 now, and therefore it is 6, and it must be in a cage everywhere it can be. There, it's obviously in this cage because we know one of those is blue. That's blue. Blue must be in this pair. That's a 6-5. Blue is going to have to get in this cage. That's the important one. And now 7 is yellow and is going to appear in 7 cages. There's 5 of them straight off the bat. 1 is why? Okay. I don't know what the other 2 are actually yet. It's going to miss a cage in box 9. In column 1, 7 can only appear once. Oh, in column 3, it's going to miss a cage. So it has to be in column 1 in a cage. And the one in box 3 is going to have to get in the cage because column 3 and row 9, yellow is missing a cage. Oh, we know that, or I've marked it up. 7 is in one of those cells. I've kind of done that. Right, so this is not yellow. Now I know yellow's in one of those two. I'm not sure. Yes, is this resolved? No, it's not. I said this had optionality. It was either 8, 5, 3 or 7, 5, 4. And I still don't know. That's so strange. Right, 7, that's... Okay, I'm not done with 7s, but this cage I now know contains 9, 8, 6, and 7. And that means to get to 33, it contains a 3. And that cage contains a 3, pink contains a 3, and green must contain a 3, and nothing else will contain a 3 now. So the 3 in box 2 has to be not in a cage. Oh no, that could be the cage where that could be the box where it's in green. Okay, I have to be a bit more careful. 3 in box 1 is not in a cage, so it's in one of those 2 cells. 3 in box 2 is now in one of those 2. It could be in the cage here. Bother. Okay, that's not quite resolved. That's very frustrating because it's very close to being resolved. Remaining digits in box 8 are 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they don't all see that cell. 9, 8, 7, 5, 6. These are from 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 5 in the 45 cage is in one of these 3 cells. These are also from 1, 2, 3, 4 in the same box. These are from 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm going mad on the pencil marking now. I know. These can't be 6 because we've had a 6 in the box. 6 is blue. Oh, one of them has to be 7, doesn't it? 7 has... Oh, no, we know that 1 in column 1 is going to be 7, and we had to stop thinking about it there. How frustrating. Oh, there's a 5, 6 pair there. So 5 isn't in those cells. This is the green 5. Oh, and yeah, these are from 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, they're a quad with these. These obviously are also from 1, 2, 3, 4, but 3 can't be in those positions. This digit is 1, 2, or 4. Not, oh, 7 is looking at that cell. Now, 5 can't be in these. So where's the 5 in this column? 5 had to be in that cage. So the 5 in the column is here. That gives us 5 and 6 there. Now, how many 5s have got into cages? That's going to be interesting in a moment. Just removing some. Finish off 6. Actually, that sorts out 5 and 6 here as well. Oh, I could have done the 6 there by ordinary Sudoku. Instead, I waited till it was available by Knight's Move because that's the way I roll sometimes. Now, 5s in cages. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to have 1 in box 1. That's all the 5s in cages. No other 5 is allowed in a cage. And actually no other 5 can get in a cage. So that's less exciting than I thought. That can't be a 5 by Knight's Move. This one sees all of those cells. This one sees those 2. There's a 5 in one of those. That 5 sees those 2. So the only possible 5 in row 6 is here. That's good. That sees this cell. This one sees those. There's a 5 in one of those 3. That's not so good. One of these 3. That can't be 5 anymore. 5 is now in one of those 2. And therefore, the 5 in this box has to be there. And that again sees this cell. Okay, we're none the wiser. Oh, we are the wiser, are we? I've put 3. I said 3 wasn't in a cage, so this cage isn't 8, 3, 5. Perfect. This is now 7, 5, 4. It doesn't have 8, which is there. This is 7, 5, 4. The 7 is here. These digits are a 5, 4 pair. They might be resolved. We'll hopefully, we're sort of finishing off the Sudoku. This digit down here is now 8. And 8 is in one of those cells, and we got it there. That 8 sees, oh no, we knew it was in this group, and we're none the wiser about that so far. This can't be 7 or yellow. This is now yellow and 7, and that takes yellow out of these cells. One of these 2 is yellow. I don't know which one. 7, 9, 5, 6, 8. This is not a 4. So the 4 in this column is in one of those 2, and that's not a 4. The 4 there will also see this cell. In fact, all of those digits see this cell, so this must be a 1. That's interesting. That's a little Knight's Move thing that I hadn't spotted. So I place 1 in box 7. This is 2, 3, or 4, same digit as that, and must go in here, where it can't be 4, so it's 2 or 3. And this is 4 in the cage, in the pink cage, whose color I'm finally removing. The 1 is in one of those cells. Okay, we're getting there now. No 5 in these cells. So the 5 in the box seems to have to be here. That means that's not a 5. One of these 2 is a 5. How can I not know which one it is? Because that's what Knight's Move sometimes does, leaves you with a little X-wing. Fair enough. In this row, we know 7's in one of those. This is 2, 3, or 4. Now, maybe there's another cagey thing going on. Look, all of those cells. Oh, we should just try and work out what these 2 digits are by adding up every possibility. We've filled every cage, have we, apart from this? My goodness, I actually have. And I think we've counted off 7's and 6's and 5's. And 3's. I think it must have to be a 4. There's a 4 in green, that's 1. There's 1 there, that's 2. There's 1 here, that's 3. We need a 4th 4 in a cage, and it must be one of these 2, and by Knight's move, we know it's there. That gives us the 2 8's. That says this is not blue, so the remaining 2 6's will go in here. That's great. Now, this is a 1, 2, 3 triple. We've got a 4 to put in this box there. These are from 1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2, 3's to sort out everywhere. That's going to be fun. Neither of these are a 4. That's a 4 now. That rules out all of these from being a 4. So we've got a 4 in one of those 2 places. That means this can't be a 4. Oh, and these can't be 4's. So the 4 is in the cage here and in one of those cells, and that means these can't be 4's by Knight's move. So one of those is a 4 and that's not. And now this isn't a 4 as well because one of those is. So this is a 4, and that gives us the 4 in green finally. And that sees this cell and places 4 there. And then we're still left with a pair. That's fine. Now I've got to do 1's, 2's, and 3's. Or can I do 7's? No, I can't. These are from 1, 2, 3, and they include a 1. This 1, 2, 3. Do they all see one of these? No, they don't quite. Or that one. In fact, okay, let's get rid of the green. Time to say goodbye to green. But we'll remember this cage. That is the same set of 3 digits. So those 2 complement this one. So I'll make this red, and that must be there in column 6. So in box 4, it's there. We are colouring again. Red is in one of those 2 cells, and now it can't be in one of those. It's 1, 2, or 3 though, so it could be any of those. Oh, that's frustrating. It didn't quite resolve off that. Let's try this. Let's make that green. It's not the same as red. It's a 1, 2, or 3, so we know where it goes in box 1. Then it's not here, so it's there in box 4. And that means this is the 3rd colour, which we're going to make orange. Red, green, and orange are 1, 2, and 3. So now we can do orange and red in box 1. Now that's orange, obviously. Orange, red, and green. Orange can't be here. Orange can't be here, so that's orange. Knight's move, good. So that's green. This is one of each. This one sees orange only. That's now orange. That's green. This is now not orange. Oh, red sees. Only one of these is coloured. I'm trying to remember that it can be 1, 2, or 3. Red, orange, and green. Only 1, 2, or 3. It's not the same as that triple. That's fine. But what have we learnt? We've learnt that orange is 2 or 3. So one of these is a 1. We've learnt that green is 1 or 2. So one of these is a 3. These 2, red and green, but I don't know the order. These 2 are all 3 colours. So if red and green are there and red and green are there, Yeah, it's quite interesting. Again, by the same sort of pattern I was talking about here, that means red and green must be in these two cells. Because if that's red, otherwise this is red. Let's just color that red and green. And the same for that. Whatever this is must go here amongst this 1, 2, 3. So that's a green-red pair. And now this cell sees all the small colors and must be 7. That's quite a handy way of getting to the last and most important 7. And let's just get rid of that. We get 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. And that 3 in the spotlight is looking at this 2, which is our revealed version of orange. And that means this digit's a 3, this digit's a 3, this one's a 2, which is orange. That means this is a 2, which is orange as well. And that means one of these 2 is orange. Well, I mean, we're nearly there. That digit's a 1. I don't know its color, but none of those can be a 1. So I'm placing it in box 2 and box 1. And now I know it's red, just like that. Right, excellent. So that's red. These 2 3s are green. Oh, that's not good. That's not what I wanted for green at all. Ah, I've messed up now. Ah, phooey, 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 phooey. What did I do wrong there? It was something to do with 1s going wrong there, wasn't it? We got that 7. I really liked that logic. This is 1, 2, or 3, and it's orange, so it's got to be 2 because it sees those. Let's just do that. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to color that cell orange. Make green a 1. Let's hope this can work and that I was wrong last time. Red a 3. Maybe I was just miscoloring these cells. I don't know. That's going to be my excuse until I hear otherwise. That is now green. This one is now red and is 3. This is orange 2. I don't see that I'm wrong yet, but I might be. This is 3, this is 1. This digit is 1 in the column and is green. That's okay. These are 2 and 5. Maybe I just got mixed up with what was available. Oh, I put a 1 there when it wasn't there. It didn't have to be there. That's the point. That's what I did wrong. Right, none of these are 1s. Thank goodness for that. Right, red 3 is in the corner. That's red in the corner. And that means that this is 3 in box 2, and 3s are finished. And we need an orange in box 2, and it's there. And does this cage work? Yes, it's got all the digits in it, including all my colors. Right, that 2 gives us 2 and 5. That 2 is colored. Have I got 5 colors in every box? Not down here. I need a green. There we go. Looks like I've got 5 colors in every box apart from that. Good. This is a 4. 5 in the corner and 4 there. And that is a lovely puzzle by Sir Algie. I don't know if I've done that in an efficient way, and therefore I mean I probably haven't, but I've done it in a very enjoyable way for me. And it's a super puzzle. Lovely counting circles puzzle without using actual circles. Thank you for watching, and do check out all of those other things I was mentioning, including streaming tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye for now.